Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night primetime hockey from the Reisterstown Sportsplex Arena, featuring the Stevenson Mustangs and your Loyola Ice Hounds. I'm your lead broadcaster, Aviv Glazer, and I'll be bringing you on this journey tonight. Captain Quinn Doherty, who also leads the team in points, knows this game matters. Stevenson in the past years has upset Loyola multiple times, especially last year when Stevenson ended Loyola's playoff opportunity in the last game of the regular season. It's a divisional rivalry game worth 4 points. Loyola is 3-5 on the year and 1-0 in league. Can the Hounds prevail? We will find out next. It's the Hounds and the Mustangs from Reisterstown next. The lines are, as said, for tonight. Starting at left wing, number 11, Matthew Hill. Starting at center, number 22, Luigi Digi. Starting at right wing, number 16, Matt DeLuca. Starting at left wing on the 2 line will be Ian Collins. Starting center on the 2 line, Ian Giroux. Starting at right wing on the 2 line, Jake Mertz. Starting on the 3 line, Jack Fagan at left wing, Joe Baker at center, Liam Rosemanier at right wing. And in the 4 line, dressing for the first time this season, it's Liam Morrison playing left wing, Grant Keller playing center, and Matthew Coliasante playing right wing. The starting defense goes starting captain at left defenseman wearing number 2, Quinn Doherty. Starting at right defenseman will be number 6, Michael Padula. Starting at left defenseman on the 2 line, Gavin Burke. Starting at right defenseman on the 2 line, it's Chris Sola. Starting at left defenseman on the 3 line, it will be Nick Alamia. Starting at the right defenseman, wearing number 18 on the 3 line, it's Aiden Bird. And starting in between the pipes, it's number 30, Colin Bresnahan. Key inactives for the Loyola Ice Hounds in this one is forward Frank Pirone. Pirone is a dog. He's a dog. Also, Lance Anavy is absent today. And of course, the 2 other inactives are Matt Bauer, who's abroad with Cooper Zawatowski. The starting power play for Loyola goes as said, Hill, DeLuca, Giroux, Doherty, and Padula. Loyola fell 7-6 last season in a game which sent them home, but also sent Stevenson to the playoffs. Loyola wearing black on black tonight. Stevenson wearing cream on green. It's going to be a good matchup. Bresnahan is ready to go. from Reisterstown. About 4:30 left in this pregame. I predicted earlier today that Loyola would win 4-3 the final in overtime with a Matthew Hill 2-goal game. We'll see how that prediction goes. As in the past years, these teams have scored very high games. Matt Cunningham getting the start for Stevenson. The starting second line power play goes as said. Luigi DG on left wing, Mertz on right wing, Mertz at center, Chow on right wing, Sola at left defenseman, and Burke at right defenseman. The Hounds trying to go and get back in the win column. They started off the season real hot, getting a huge win against UMBC, then went on to Salisbury and crushed them, and then got another win. Will Doherty continue his point reign, or will that come to an end tonight? It's an ACCHL hockey primetime matchup. Two minutes and 30 seconds away from puck drop. Loyola Stevenson is always a duel that is heard around the ACCHL. Ian Jarose ready to go. Luigi DG ready to go. Colin Bresnahan ready to go with a minute remaining. Primetime hockey just 30 seconds away. I'm your lead broadcaster, Aviv Glazer, bringing you on this journey tonight from Reisterstown. The first period of play coming up next. Three 20-minute periods. It's college hockey. And it looks like they may be doing another run of the Zamboni because the players are going back to the locker room. And that must be the case, as we'll be back after this. As just told to me, they are going to be cleaning the ice once again with the Zamboni, as another clean job just prior to this one. We will be back after this cleaning of the ice. After the second, basically pregame intermission, we finally have some hockey. And it looks like Stevenson's lining up for the national anthem. As I'm wondering if we will be doing the national anthem. If able, please stand for the national anthem.
The assistant coach for the Mustangs is Tom Melvin, and the head coach for Stevenson is Kenneth Bernhardt, both in their second years as coaches. At this time, please stand if able, and remove your hats in honor of America and those who protect it with the playing of the national anthem.
It's time. As said earlier, Frank Biron and Lance Anavy are the key inactives, plus Matt Bauer and Cooper Zawatowski for your Loyola Ice Hounds. On a cold, crisp night in Reisterstown, Maryland, the Hounds are ready to go. DiGiovanni to take the face-off upcoming. Cunningham versus Bresnahan. The battle of the hands. For the first time tonight, the first period of play is Face-off win by Loyola out up top for Padula. Padula goes all the way to the left side. Playing wide out to the left circle. It's going to be DeLuca. DeLuca slows it down, fires on it. Save, puck is loose, and it's out now. Stevenson has it. In the neutral zone, clear all the way down, and the puck is iced. An early start for the Hounds, trying to get the day started and get back on the win column. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Cunningham. DiGiovanni to take it. One up top for Padula. Padula wides out for the point. Fires! Scores! Michael Padula gets the day started! And it's 1-0 Loyola early into this one. They jump on the board first and fast. Just 20 seconds is all it took. From center ice, DiGiovanni loses the face-off. But a race forward, it's going to be DeLuca firing wide left. Out to the right wing neutral zone. Moving on the boards, clear down and in. Padula chases. Giving away to Stevenson. Stevenson moves it in the slot. Opportunities kicked off to the left boards. On the left boards, looking it down low. It's Pads. Pads gets checked into the boards. And out and around for DiGiovanni. DiGiovanni slowing it down. Looking out. Into the neutral zone. Cleared all the way down. Move to the right side. Down in Schroeder. Playing on the near boards. Out of the neutral zone still. Ian Giroux. Back in his own zone, Giroux takes it himself. In the neutral zone, he gets hooked, no call. Cleared down in from the right side. 18:40 remains in the first period. 1-0 Loyola leads Michael Padula. An early wrist shot goal from the point that gets past Cunningham. Now on the right boards. Stevenson's going to clear it down and in. A race for it. Sola plays it behind the net. Now Sola into the neutral zone. Out for Ian Giroux. Giroux slows it down. Moving on the right side of the slot. Giroux trying to find a man, gets hit. As Sola from the blue line fires on it. Blocked in front. A rebound shot by Hill, and it's kicked off. And saved by Cunningham. Out to the right side. On the boards as cleared onto the net of Bresnahan and played. Out now. On the right side. Out in front. Almost a chance for Stevenson. Wraps around and fires wide. Now tipped in front. And kicks wide again. Out on the near boards. Huge hit laid by Chow. Here comes Liam Morrison. Morrison wides out from the right. Slows it down. Fired on it. Oh, and their opportunity in front is saved. It's either, I think it's Roosmany or not Morrison. Out of the neutral zone. Cleared down and in. Sola chases. Sola on the near boards. Out back. That's going to be Joe Baker. Baker looks huge hit laid as Fagan chases. Stevenson with 17-16 remaining in the first period. Now it's going to be Baker from the neutral zone. Fires it down and in from the left side now. Race for it. It's Nick Alamia, Burger Man from the right. Fires on it. Saved by the pad of Cunningham. Now looking for Burger Man again on the top boards. Fired on it and saved by Cunningham. Kicks off to the right again. Out behind the net to the left side. Moving in the neutral zone. Slowing it out. Huge hit as it wasn't really hit. And it looks like DiGiovanni fell down right in front of the referee. Alamia contests on the near boards. Now Stevenson in Loyola's zone. Out up top to the blue line on the right side. Stevenson fires down low on net. Almost gets through. Now Alamia on the near boards with just 16:27 remaining. Alamia from the right, slows it down, fires on it, it gets blocked. Out on the right board still. Huge hit late on Nick Alamia. Out to the top boards. Fagan looks down low for Alamia. Alamia gets tripped. And I don't think there was a call. DiGiovanni behind the net. Luigi gets checked into the boards. Puck is on the boards from the far left side. Al looks down low, intercepted. Now Stevenson in the neutral zone, not going to get it. As they're going to not be able to keep it in. It's Padula. Now Stevenson from the right. Crosses as it misses. Out to the left. Moved in. Now here comes Doherty from the right. Fires! Goes wide. All the way in the neutral zone for Ian Jarosz. Jarosz looks for Doherty. It won't land Doherty. Cleared down by Matt DeLuca. Doherty out in front. Tip puck is loose. Out up top. Fire on net by Padula. It's blocked in front. As it's finally cleared out of the neutral zone. Back for Padula. Padula clears it back down and in with 15 minutes remaining in this first period of play. Loyola leads 1-0. Now in the neutral zone, here comes Stevenson. Stevenson keeps it. Out to the top, he fires and goes wide. Out to the left. Huge hit laid on the boards by William Roseman here. Oh, big hit laid by Captain Doherty. And opportunities building against DeLuca. A 3-on-2. DeLuca, a back pass from the left side. Looks back door! And saved by Cunningham. Jarosz on the one-timer. In the neutral zone, as contested by Doherty. Doherty gives away offsides. Is called. From the right neutral zone, won by Loyola. Out back in the neutral zone. Slowing it down from the top point, poke check, and a race for it. As it's cleared back in, Jake Mertz as Chow takes it away. Ian Collins from the right, clears it down as he gets hit into the boards. As Chow, a fan favorite, huge hit, laid in the back right corner by a Stevenson player. Now here comes Stevenson on their own rush. Cleared down and in. Stevenson's going to get there in time. Now slowing it down behind the net. Trying to move it. Huge hits laid in the left corner. As Stevenson slows it down. Up top. Warrington fires on it. Blocked by a Loyola player. As they're trying to set something up here. Joe Baker trying to start a rush as he clears it down in. With 13:30 remaining in the first. Now in the neutral zone. Clearing it down and in. It's going to be Aiden Bird. Bird, as there's a trip and a no call down in on net, and it looks as if Cunningham is on it. From the left side of Cunningham. Lost by Baltimore, lost by Loyola as Bird clears it back down and in. All the way to the left, behind the net. Baker contests. Looks out to the right side. Huge hit laid. Stevenson tries to take possession, not able to. Now they do. Out to the right side. Fires on net and goes wide. As it's all the way up top on the point. Intercepted. Out in front, opportunity. Fires. Saved by rest of the hand. Out on the near right boards. Baker gets it out of the zone. As a huge hit. Now Fagan. Cleared all the way down and in. Huge hit late in the corner. Now still into Stevenson's zone as they clear it down and in. Stevenson trying to force a rush here. From the left, slows it down, looking for the cross on net off the post. Now, here comes Padula. Into the neutral zone. Has a man, it's going to be Hill, what a move! And he mishandles the puck. Up top for Padula. Padula tries to keep it in, shot gets blocked. As it's cleared out and around. On the far boards. Now to the right. Slowing it down, looking out in front. Opportunity as it's taken away. And now here comes Stevenson. Oh, what a move! And he can't keep the puck down up top. Fires, saved by Bresnahan. With 11:30 remaining in the first period. Now into the neutral zone, it's DiGiovanni. Cleared all the way down and in. As here comes Stevenson on a rush of their own from the left. Glove save by Colin Bresnahan. Put some flair on that one. As snow comes on. 11-11, Make-A-Wish as with 11-11 remaining in the first period. Loyola up one. Face-off won by Loyola. It's Roosmanier. Actually, Gavin Burke is number 8. Out of the neutral zone, here comes Sola. Sola with a beautiful move to the left, fires! It gets blocked. Sola gets a rebounder. Puck is loose, it's still there! And oh, they call a goal off for goaltender's interference. Ian Jarose was in there as Loyola almost goes up 2. And they will call a goal off for goaltender's interference. From the right side, Jarose to take the face-off. Won by Stevenson. Stevenson slows it down. Looking out in the neutral zone. Here comes Stevenson, a 2-on-1 building. From the right side. Fires, backdoor, and he whiffs! He whiffs! Wide open net, and he whiffs! Here comes Loyola. It's Chow from the left neutral zone. On the far boards, Chatelaslaw fires, saved by Cunningham. Out on the far left boards again, Jarose lays a hit as Sola clears it back down and in. In the neutral zone is Jarose. Jarose on this rivalry game from Reisterstown, Maryland with 10:15 remaining in the first. 1-0 Loyola leads. Out on the neutral zone. Huge hit laid by Fagan as he loses his stick. Back in the neutral zone, Sola intercepted. Now here comes Stevenson from the right, clearing it down and in as Warrington plays it from the left. Actually on the right wing circle, it's Warrington as Burke goes down. Warrington from the right wing circle still. Out in front, intercepted. Burke goes down again. Now Fagan goes down, fired on net, saved by Bresnahan and held on to. .9:37 remains in the first period. From the left side of Colin Bresnahan. Off the face-off, fires, goes wide. Now cleared back down and in. Trying to figure out a place to move it. Stevenson from the top. Slowing it down from the right. Cross, save, rebounder, not there. How keeping it in. Back down and in. Loyola has the puck. It's Nick Alamia. On the boards, Alamia, one touch in the neutral zone, and it goes. Back down and in. Huge hit laid by Nick Alamia. He says hello to Cummings. Out to the left boards. Now from the right wing circle boards. Still playing it. Now in the right wing circle. Cleared in the neutral zone. Back down and in. As playing the puck will be Aiden Bird. Bird out for Fagan. Fagan in the neutral zone. Fagan slows it down. Huge hit laid on Jack Fagan. As the puck is frozen. From the left wing, face-off won by Loyola. Cleared back down and in. As up top, Padula slows it down, fires. Opportunity back door, not there. It's going to be DeLuca. DeLuca cuts back. Left wing circle, DeLuca. Slows it down. Now on the right wing circle, clears it down and in. Now back on the boards. Cleared down and icing's waved off with 8 minutes remaining, and there's a holding going on back in the Stevenson zone, and there's no call. The Loyola fans are letting the referee be heard. Out here comes the 2-on-1. It's Hill, wide with DiGiovanni, fires! Saved by Cunningham. Hill from the right wing circle. Looks up top at Sola. Slows it down for the left side. Fires wide again. Out up top, Doherty. Trying to keep it down and in, not able to. With 7:30 remaining in the first. Doherty on the near boards the captain. There's it down and in. Cunningham to play the puck. Now in the neutral zone. Wallen would be off if touched the puck, but didn't. 7 minutes remain in the first period. Now slowing it down, it's Mertz. Fires on net and saved. Kicks off to the left. Fired again by Chow. It's loose. Back in the right corner. Chow puts it on net again. Puck is still loose. Solo on the shot. Behind the net, it's Chow. Chow out on the right wing circle. Trying to clear it down and in. Behind the net, Jarosz slows it down. Ian Jarosz looks on net as it's kicked off and out of the zone. From the right side, cleared all the way down, and icing is called. Out on the right side of Bresnahan, face off, won by Loyola. It's Sola. Back on the near board, it's going to be Chow. Chow with a beautiful move, winding out, trying to start a rush with Mertz. Chow with another nice move, but it's taken away with 6 minutes remaining. Kept in now. Out to the left side now. Oh, what a hit! Laid, and a slash wasn't called as finally a penalty seems to be called. If I'm not mistaken, and it looks like Jarosz, or no, Sola will be heading to the box, and Stevenson will go on their first power play opportunity of the night. From the left side, Stevenson trying to cash. Cleared all the way down, the kill begins. Now on the right side, slowing it down, cleared in the neutral zone. And back. DeLuca just lets him walk by. Back to the right. Warrington with Snow to the right. Out up top. Fired on it. A glove save by Colin Bresnahan. Face-off won by Stevenson and cleared out of their own zone. Out to the right side, it's a shorted opportunity. DeLuca! And saved by Cunningham. As .509 remains in the first period. 107 remains on the power play for Stevenson from the right side of Bresnahan, trying to keep the game at 1-0. As Jarosz gets thrown out of the face-off circle. One up top, it's Stevenson slowing it down from the top key. Fired on it, tipped and saved by Colin Bresnahan. Out to the left side on the face-off from the right wing circle. One and cleared by Loyola. A minute remains on the power play for Stevenson. Out behind the net of their own goaltender with 4:50 remaining in the period. Now here comes Loyola racing for it as he runs over a player in the neutral zone. Now from the right side, it's Stevenson. Slowing it down, clearing it in. Intercepted! Jarosz all alone! Puck is saved and kicks off to the left. Another chance. Up top, fires wide. It was Doherty. Now cleared down. 10 seconds left on this Stevenson power play. Loyola's had more opportunities in a hole as Stevenson has. Power play comes to an end. Cleared down and in. 4 minutes remain in the first period of play. Out of the neutral zone, here comes Matthew Hill. The freshman from the left fires, and it goes wide. Under 4 minutes to play as intercepted. Here comes Cornett, slowing it down. Huge hit played by Alamea as Cornett goes barreling to the ground. Out of the neutral zone, fired on it, gets blocked. Now Loyola plays the puck back in the neutral zone. It's Fagan. Intercepted with 3:30 remaining in the first. Jamison plays it. Out from up top, fires, saved by the pad of Bresnahan. Out to the right side. Cleared all the way out and around. Stevenson keeps it in with 3 minutes left to play. Fired on it. Saved again by Bresnahan. Out by Doherty. Alamea looks to get it out of the zone, not able to. Wachowski fires on it, a glove save by Colin Bresnahan. From the left side, face-off won by Stevenson as the shot is whiffed on. Loyola plays it now in their own zone. Get all the way down and in. Loyola trying to keep it, give it away as the opportunity goes wide for Stevenson. Here comes Hill, building a 2-on-1. Slow roll out for DeLuca, and the rebound goes wide. 2:30 remains in the first. Stevenson from the right side, slows it down, wraps around, and scores. Tie game in this one. It was Solidius. As unlucky as they say. Face off won by Loyola. From the right side, Chow plays it in the neutral zone. 2 minutes to play. Chow slows it down. Fired on it. Gets blocked. Up top, Doherty. The captain keeps it in. For the left wing circle. Looks for the cross out in front. And it goes wide. Chow was there under 2 minutes to play in this first period of play. Huge hit. Laid by Ian Collins. getting the crowd rowdy. Huge hit, missed by Stevenson. As the Bucks get back down in with 1:30 remaining in the first period. DeRose out of the neutral zone. It's going to be slowed down. Wraps around. Fagan looks on net. Intercepted up top. Doherty fires. Oh, it's tipped and goes wide. Out on the boards, Fagan. Sola looks on net. Saved by Cunningham. Out on the board, Sola slows it down. Fires on it again. Saved by Cunningham. Fagan plays it. Fagan behind the net. Looks down in front. Puck is loose. It's still there. Huge hit laid. And the puck's still out. Stevenson will clear it. Sola plays it with 50 seconds left in the period as a Loyola player is down. William Rosmanier fires on it and saved. Kicked out by the netminder of Stevenson. Puck's moved all the way down and in. 30 seconds remain in this first period of play. 27 now left. Here comes Stevenson winding out from the right. Now on the left wing circle. Fired, intercepted by Matthew Hill. Slowing it down. Trying to get out of the zone, they do with 14 seconds remaining. As offsides is waved off, it's Hill playing it deep. Out in front, no one there. Playing up top for Sola. Sola slows it down, 5 seconds for the right wing circle, fires as a penalty upcoming. Huge penalties, there's pushing and shoving, and they're going back and forth. We got some talking both sides, and it's getting a little rough here. The fans even getting even more rough. As the first period of play comes to an end, all tied at 1. What do you think of the first period of play, Zach Sachs?
Absolutely insane.
I mean, Colin Bresnahan's played some pretty good hockey, same as Ian Jarosz, as they're talking with the referees. The end of the first, all tied at 1. The second period of play coming up next. The second period just seconds away as both teams to take the ice. All tied at 1. 20 minutes have gone by. Stevenson will start on the power play in this period as a 10-minute misconduct was given. As Loyola will be shorthanded to start. It looks like Bruce will be in the box. Or it may be the other way around, actually. And no, it won't. As Stevenson to start on the power play, a 10-minute misconduct given to a Stevenson player, though. From center ice, the second period of play is underway with a face-off win by Stevenson. A 10-minute misconduct has been given to a Stevenson player, but Loyola, of course, after the little scuffle and fight, will be shorthanded for about a minute and 40 seconds remaining in this second period of play. From the left side, Stevenson widening out. Huge hit late on the boards. Playing it deep now. Cleared all the way out and about. Now back down to the right side, slowing it down to the top key. It's the latest, who already scored once today. In the slot, fires blocked, and Hill trying to poke his way to it, and he can't. Back in the neutral zone, Doherty, the captain, clears it in with 1:15 remaining on the short-handed chance for Loyola. DiGiovanni contests. It's on the far boards. Now moving it in the neutral zone. Slowing it down. Winding out from the left side. The cross won't land with under a minute to go on their power play to start the second period. Huge reverse hit laid by Padula on the near boards in the neutral zone. Back on the left side now. Here comes Stevenson slowing it out in front. They score on the power play. A one-timer. Stevenson's up 2-1. Nothing you can do about a tough angle shot as they'll cash it on the power play. Nothing you can do about it. From center ice, 5-on-5, Loyola trails 1. Won by the Hounds and cleared in. And Stevenson with a takeaway, fires, and it goes wide. All the way out on the far side. Loyola trying to force a turnover. Down in the neutral zone. Here comes DiGiovanni. Now it's Chow. This is cleared down and in by Sola. Moved all the way to the far boards. Back in the neutral zone. Slowing it down from the right side. Fired on net. It gets blocked. Puck is still loose. Loyola has to come out with it. Looking long as it almost lands on the stick of Jake Mertz. Back behind the net of Stevenson's Cunningham's goalie. Now contention as it's back in the neutral zone. Here comes Stevenson. Winding out. One-timer and scores. 3-1 as it trickles through. Out cleared all the way down. Moved in the neutral zone. Loyola needing to come back. Out now from the right side. Off would be called. As the puck's intercepted all the way left in the slot. As here comes Loyola. Down the right. Roseman here. Poke checked. All the way back. Bird to go play it. 17:22 remains in the second period. 3-1. Stevenson leads with 2 straight goals. Back on the right side, Loyola forces a turnover, but Stevenson gains possession again. All the way out on the right wing circle. On the near boards, the captain for Stevenson, Shabak, clears it down and in. As it's cleared down, Fagan chasing. Behind that, Jack Fagan. Looks out in front, it's blocked. Fagan slows down the boards, looks up top. He's got a man. Fires on it, it's Doherty, tipped, save. Puck is still loose and cleared all the way out in the neutral zone. Alamia. On the near boards, it's going to be Quinn Doherty, the captain, keeping it himself as he gives it away. And Stevenson now trying to take possession, and they do. 16-17 remains in the second period. Huge hit on the boards by Doherty. Here comes Stevenson from the right, fires and saved by Bresnahan. Back in the neutral zone. It's Hill from the left, now the right, fires, saved. Tough angle, DiGiovanni on the rebound, won't go. Now Doherty. Contest looks down low. Intercepted. DeLuca trying to keep it in, not able to. It's going to be DiGiovanni throwing it back down. Cleared still into the Stevenson zone. The score 3-1, kept in by DeLuca. Right wing circle, toe drag, fires wide. Out onto the right top point. To the left, and it's thrown down low, intercepted. Stevenson going long, trying to start a rush of their own as he falls down at Snow. The cross, and scores! While Snow was on the ground, he still got the cross off. That's a beautiful highlight reel goal. It's 4-1. Face-off won by Loyola. Penalty upcoming. And there's an injured player for Loyola. And it looks to be Jake Mertz. I agree with the fan saying it should be a 5-minute as Jake Mertz is on the ground and not getting up. We'll be back after this.
As they do take him off the ice, he will go straight to the locker room. I do think, as what is going to be, and it will be a 5-minute major. Loyola will go on the power play and will now have their chance to cash in. The question is, will they be able to? From the left side of Cunningham, Loyola going on the 5-minute power play major, given to number 81 on Stevenson. Here comes Jerose from the left. One up top for Padula, fires on net and saved by the goaltender. As they're talking with the referee. From the left side, it's Jerose. Wins the face-off up top for the captain, Doherty. Back to Hill. Hill, right wing circle, fires. It gets blocked. Out in front, puck is loose. Stevenson tries to gain position. Now it's going to be up top. Padula slows it down. Fires on it. Saved. Kicks off to the right with 4:30 remaining on the 5-minute power play. Jerose. Right wing circle up top. Doherty. Doherty fired on that and saved. It's going to be Hill. Almost cleared out. Not able to. Padula keeps it in. Padula to Hill in the right wing circle. Hill contested. Slows it down. Hill behind the net. Now to the left side. Hill. Doherty. Hill. Left wing circle. Matthew Hill. Back for Padula. Right wing circle. Back to the left. It's Hill. Mishandles it and gives it away. And kept in by Doherty on the left side. Doherty slows it down from the left. Doherty with 3 minutes remaining on this backdoor. Oh, and DeLuca misses. There's a stoppage as Wait. Net comes unlodged. From the right side now, Jerose to take the face-off. Loyola needed a cash with 3:50 left on this 5-minute major. Jerose. Face-off one. Doherty. Now DeLuca mishandles it. Looking, Jerose. Back for Hill, right wing. Back for Jerose. Oh, it's saved. Huge hit by Jerose. Doherty. Down low. DeLuca walks in, fires, and it's saved with 3:32 remaining. Face-off upcoming from the right side of Cunningham. Jerose to take it. Won by Stevenson, cleared out on the boards. It's going to be Doherty from the point. Doherty slows it down, fires, and saved by the glove of Cunningham. From the left side, it's won by Loyola. Padula from the point. Slowing it down, fires, and it's saved. Out to DeLuca on the left, up top Padula. Back for Hill from the right. Right wing circle, up top DeLuca. It was Padula taken away by Stevenson and cleared. Now it's going to be from the right side, cleared on net and almost turned over. 2:50 remains on this 5-minute major. Loyola needs the cash in here. And they need too fast. Off the dish. Here comes Loyola. It's going to be Hill from the right. Hill slows it down. Behind the net, Hill. Trying to go up top. He's got Sola. Sola. Oh, and he clears it out in the neutral zone. Now from the right, it's Doherty. Doherty all alone. Oh, follow-up big save. Hill looking back on that backdoor, no one there, and it's out of the zone with 2 minutes remaining on the 5-minute major. Looking back in for Chow. He gets hit but lays the guy out. And he talks to him as it's Baker. Huge hit out, and a penalty is called on Chow. Oh, and Chow punches the guy. That's going to be a 5-minute. Ian Collins completely just punched the guy in the face. Undefended. Nothing you could do about that. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry for laughing, but you can't do that, Chow. That's got to be a 5. What are they going to give Chow is my question. Do they give him the 5, which I think it's deserving of a 5? Ian Collins completely should get a 5. Ian Collins punches a guy in the face, unprotected, and now from the left, they're not going to give him a penalty. Out up top, Sola. Slows it down. Right wing circle, Doherty. Doherty to Sola. Sola intercepted. Breakaway. All alone for Stevenson. To go up 3 and saved. Bresnahan said no. From the right side. Won by Stevenson, short-handed, and saved by Bresnahan. Pucks out on the right side, throw it all the way on the boards. As now it's Doherty with 1:40 remaining on the 5-minute major. Not scored yet, it's Doherty. Slowing it down from the right, taking himself, turns around. Pivots, out a huge hit. To the right side, now left side, fires on net, goes wide. On the board, it's going to be Sola. Sola from the point, looking. Down for Doherty. Doherty. Right wing circle, going to walk in himself. Doherty, the cross! No one there. It's Baker. And out of the zone with a minute left on the power play. A 5-minute major, and they haven't scored yet. Out to the right side. Move to the neutral zone. Slowing it down. It's Burke. Burke. Looking, Doherty, right wing circle, moves to the slot, Doherty. The crosswall landed to Luka. Out to the left, intercepted. And Stevenson clears. Now it's Loyola. Doherty from the right to the slot, fires, saved, rebounder, and it's put away and cleared. With 26 seconds left on the power play. Loyola can't seem to cash. On a 5-minute major chance. And they can't score a goal down 3. Out now, here comes Padula, who scored the first goal. Padula intercepted. Trying to keep it. Backdoor, and it's out of the zone. The power play will be fully killed. 5 minutes, no goals. The rivalry we've all wanted. It's for 4 points. And now, with 9:57 remaining, puck is cleared in the neutral zone. Back for Shabbat. Shabbat goes all the way down and in. As now, it's going to be intercepted and cleared all the way down. Back in the neutral zone, slowing it down. Stevenson gives it away with 9:28 remaining. Loyola needs a goal in this period. Speaking of, here comes DeLuca. DeLuca from the right, fires on it, gets blocked, and goes wide right as the goaltender's on it. As there's some pushing and shoving after the play. No whistles or penalties given. 9:18 remains in the second period. Loyola fans cheering and jeering. From the right side of Cunningham, Loyola needs to get their day opened up here, as it really shows without Frank Pirone and Cooper Zalotowski what their impact is. And now here comes Stevenson. They're down and in, as I can't wait for Zalotowski to come back to see the Zalotowski-Hill line. Back in the neutral zone, taken away by Stevenson. Intercepted by Roseman here. Huge hit, laid out by Nick Alameda. A chance in front, and it's put away as it kicks off to the left. Back behind the net. Taken away by Stevenson. Hits were laid. There's a lot of cross-checking going on, as another huge hit on the boards. Could have been a penalty call. Back on the near boards, intercepted by Loyola. Now, huge hit laid by Grant Keller, as Keller lays from the right. Keller looks out in front, no one there. Up top, it's Doherty. Fired on net, saved. Back behind the net, looks like it's Fagan. Fagan out in front, no one there. It's Keller! Scores! Do you believe it? Loyola scores in the second period to make it 4-2. And it looks like it was Jack Fagan back door. Loyola trails 2. And now they have some life as the scoreboard goes out. Both scoreboards just went out. 8:06 remained as both scoreboards went out at Reicherstown Sportsplex. I'm a little confused what's going on. It's 4-2 the score with 8:06 remaining in the second. Finally, they fixed the scoreboard, as Loyola needing a comeback. If they can pull it off, that would be majestic. Face-off win by the Hounds. Out and about comes DeLuca to Hale in the neutral zone, intercepted by Stevenson, but cleared all the way back down, as it's the crosstown rivalry between the Loyola Ice Hounds and the Stevenson Mustangs. Last year, the Mustangs eliminated the Ice Hounds from the playoff contention in the last game of the year, as it's cleared back down and in. Hill contests. Out on the boards. Still behind the net, DiGiovanni chases. DiGiovanni takes it away. Back in the neutral zone, Luigi DG. Just needing his Mario to help him. Doherty with 7:22 remaining. Quinn Doherty trying to do it himself. Out to the left, Doherty mishandles, as he should dish it down low, and he doesn't. He holds it on the boards. Here comes Stevenson with the numbers. A 3-on-2 looking long. They got 54. Offsides is called. With 7:05 remaining in the second to score 4-2. Loyola trails. A comeback is what We hope. Getting loud from the right neutral zone. Closest to Colin Bresnahan, 7:05 remains in the second period. Face-off won by Loyola. Doherty slows it out and around, cleared all the way down as icing's waved off. Cunningham has to come out of the net to play it. Jarose, and there's a trip up with the goaltender, and Loyola's going to force a turnover. Jarose lays a hit on the defender, and here comes Stevenson, but intercepted by Quinn Doherty, the captain. Offsides. Or no, puck goes up and out into the bench. Face-off coming up from the right neutral zone. Closest to Cunningham. Won by Stevenson. And blocked in front by Jarose. Forces a turnover. Looks out in front. No one there. As a race forward, intercepted. Here comes Stevenson. Winding out. Right wing circle. Huge hit laid. Puck is loose. And a ginormous hit. As Stevenson players are mad. Here comes Sola. He gets pushed to the ground. Out of the boards. Jarose keeps it in. Contested by Baker, and hand pass is called. From the left side, closest to Cunningham, keeps it in, fires it on net, and Cunningham saves it. Goes out now to the right side. Keller trying to force a turnover. 6 minutes left to play in the second period. 4-2 is the score. Up top, slows it down, fires it on net. Fagan not there. Slap shot laid by Solo off the pad and out of the zone. Just 5:50 remains, and I don't know what the call was there. From center ice. .45 remains. Face-off win by Loyola. As Keller tries to lay ahead, not able to. Huge hit on the near boards as puck's cleared on net of Bresnahan and held on to by the goaltender. 5:30 remains in this one. From the left side, upcoming. Won by Loyola, taken away by Stevenson. Out behind the net, trying to start something here. In the slot, fires on net, it's blocked in front. Gives it away to Stevenson again. Now slowing it down. For the top point, fired on net, and it goes wide right. Contention, and kicks off to the boards. Now, looking out in front, opportunity, saved by Colin Bresnahan, and he's on it. The big Brez gets it up and going. From the left side, face-off win, looking on net, it's saved, rebounder, chance goes wide with 4:50 remaining. Loyola needed to turn something on here in the biggest rivalry game of the year. Out here comes DeLuca, it gets stuck on the board. Snow now, Snow from the right, slows it down, checked, and cleared out and around. And the near board's looking long, icing's waved off. I think there's only been one icing today. Kept in by Doherty. Doherty from the right wing circle. Pivots around, looks up top. He's got a man. It's Padula! Saved by their goaltender. 4:21 remains in the second. Face-off coming up from the left. Luigi Digi to take it. Won by Loyola. Out up top, it's Padula. Back for Doherty. Keeps it in to the blue line. Doherty fired on net save. Puck kicks off the right. There's a player down for Loyola. As the shot was saved, DiGiovanni was down on the ice. Looks like he's okay, which is good. Face-off upcoming from the left. With 4:11 remaining in the second. Jarosz loses it. It's cleared out and around. Burke to play it on the boards. Burke looks out in front, Jarosz! And he can't get the shot off. Here comes Jameson as cleared out and around. As icing will be called. .355 remains in the second. 4-2's the score. Stevenson leads. Face-off won by Stevenson, contested by Jarosz and Baker. Baker forces a turnover on the right boards. Baker looks to clear down and in. He's got Chow. Chow behind the net. Trying to set something up as he tries to clear it back down and in. Chow gets checked on the boards and held. As Jarosz lays a hit. Trying to force a turnover, not able to. Jameson clears it out and around. 3:30 remains as icing's waved off. Stevenson trying to grab the puck, not able to. Here comes Joe Baker. Baker trying to move it out of the zone. They're able to. It's Baker building a 3-on-2 for Loyola. Out for Chow. On the right, Chow. Looking. He gets hit behind the net. Looking out in front, it's Baker. Chow being held, no penalty called. Jameson behind the net. Now Sola. Sola keeps it in, right wing circle. Sola fires and saved by their goaltender. 2:53 remains in the second. From the left side of Cunningham. Fagan to take it. Lost. Congestion out. Now in the neutral zone. Slowing it from the left side. Fired on it and saved by Colin Bresnahan. Face-off coming up from the left as they play Pour Some Sugar on Me. Great song of Bresnahan. Face-off one. It's fired on net. A glove save by Colin Bresnahan. Kicked off to the left boards and cleared out and about. Icing's waved off with 2:30. Oh, nope. A late icing call. With about 2:30 remaining in the second. 4-2. I will give Stevenson some props. They do have a really good playlist for these hockey games. Face-off upcoming from the left. Won by Stevenson. Fired on it. It goes wide. Out to the right side. Looking to clear to the neutral zone. Not able to. Back to the right. Slowing it down. Cleared behind the net. 2:18 remains. Stevenson tried to make an opportunity out of it. Not able to. Now on the right, Greg Keller looks long. Not able to find it. Fagan would be offsides. as they reset with 2 minutes left to play in the second period. Loyola needed to come back down 2 goals. Stevenson widening out to Winkowski. Fired on net, saved by Bresnahan. Kicks off behind the net as out to the far left side from the right wing circle. And now a race forward, it's Sola. Actually, it's Hill, not Sola. About a minute 40 remains in this second period. Fagan, back for Hill. Hill, behind the net, mishandles, slows it down, looks up top. He's got a defender. They slow it down. Moving it around, it looks like it's Doherty. Fired on it, tipped, and up and out. With 1:26 remaining in the second. From the right side, DiGiovanni to take the face-off, needing a face-off win. Won by Loyola, not Baltimore. Now looks DiGiovanni, cross ice, Doherty fires, whiffs on it. DeLuca up top for Doherty. Poke check down low, it's going to be DiGiovanni on the boards. In the top slot, DeLuca out for Hill. Back for Padula, fired on it and saved by the goaltender. .105 remains in the second. DiGiovanni on the face-off, won by Stevenson. DeLuca, far board, it's Doherty. Doherty looks back door. Oh, what a save! Out behind the net, tries to stuff it. Puck is loose. It's still there, and the goaltender's on it. There's some pushing and shoving after play. And a player gets thrown to the ground. Are there any penalties called? Face-off upcoming from the left. 50.8 remains in the second. DiGiovanni on the face-off. Doherty can't keep it in the neutral zone. Slows it down, it's Doherty. Now. Into the neutral zone. Cleared back in for Stevenson. 30 seconds remain in the second. On the far right boards, Stevenson has a chance here. Behind the net. Not going to wrap around. 22.6 remains. Looking out in front, it's blocked. 19 seconds remain. Loyola tries to get it out and aren't able to. 12 seconds. Trailing 2. It's the second period of play. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. They may have one shot here. DiGiovanni, a back pass. And that's the period. Loyola trails 2. Heading to the third. We'll see you after this intermission.
Welcome back. It's the third period of play. As they play Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. The only thing I'll give to Stevenson, it's an outstanding playlist. Colin Brethnam played some very good hockey right now. Can he continue it? Loyola trails 2. Needing 2. Will they get it? We'll find out next. 20 minutes will decide this one. As Liam Morrison from center ice for the final time tonight, the third period of play is underway with a face-off win by Loyola, needing 2 goals. Here comes DeLuca. Out from the right side, DeLuca. Top point, fires on it, save, puck is loose, it's still there and almost out of the zone as Stevenson's going to start a rush. Nice hit laid by Captain Quinn Doherty. 19:44 remains in this third period of play. Not first, that was a whole 2 periods ago. Now, a chance out in front, and it's stuffed away. As Liam Morrison comes onto the ice. From the left side, face-off won by Stevenson. Cleared out to the right. And here comes Stevenson. Terrible cross as it's kept in by Stevenson somehow. Up top, Doherty has intercepted in the slot. Nice hit. As here goes Matthew Hill widening out. Hill trying to put Loyola within 1. The cross won't go. Blocked. It's DeLuca. DeLuca in the neutral zone as Loyola needs a miraculous comeback here, which we haven't really seen this season. Out from the right boards. Now it's going to be Burke looking back for Hill on the right wing side, looking behind the net for DeLuca. Won't land, cleared on the boards. Burke the play, he gets hit with 18 minutes remaining in this one. Hill keeps it in, gets tripped up, is Burke, who plays it behind the net. Burke slows it down, looking out in front, opportunity for Loyola, as gets blocked. The right side up top, it's Doherty. Slows it down, fires on net, tipped and goes wide. Behind the net, chance as it's put away again. Looking as it's cleared all the way down and in. Stevenson to play it. Behind the net of Bresnahan. Huge hit laid by Burke. Looking out in the neutral zone. Contestation from Loyola. Another huge hit laid by Ian Jarose. Setting the tone here in the third period as the puck will be iced. Trailing 2. Needing their opening chance here as trying to spark some interest. In this period, from the left side of Bresnahan, won by Chow, but a huge hit laid by Ian Collins. Now on the right boards, taken away by Loyola, kept in by Stevenson. Behind the net, slowing it down. Contested by Burke. Now behind the net, Jarose. Jarose to Chow in the neutral zone. Chow clears it down and in, and a race for it.
On net, now cleared behind the net. Loyola contests. Looking out and about. Slowing it down. Trying to go to the blue line, not able to. It's going to be Baker. Baker clears it out and around as Jarosz will have it. Up top for Alamia. Alamia on the far boards. Here comes Grant Keller on. From the top point, Keller chases in as the puck's cleared all the way down. And it's going to be Sola. Sola. Looking in the neutral zone for Alamia. It will land. Alamia's pass will be intercepted by Stevenson. As a nice hit on the near boards with 16 minutes remaining. Loyola needing 2 goals. Out to the right side, cleared all the way down. And now on the boards. Up top for Wachowski. Fire on net blocked by Grant Keller. Back behind the net for Sola. Sola looks out for Alamia. Alamia for Keller. Keller gives it away. And out of the zone, there was Rosmanier to get it out. Looks back down and in, saved by Bresnahan with 16 minutes exactly remaining. Puck in the neutral zone, William Rosmanier building a rush. Out for Keller and cleared all the way down. Rosmanier chases. Fagan looking out of the zone. It's out. Doherty in the neutral zone. Back for Rosmanier. Trailing 2's Loyola. Doherty. Intercepted, and here comes Stevenson as he shoots above the net by a mile. Fired back on net, and it kicks off the side of the net, and it's stuck in the netting. With 15:26 remaining to play in the third period. Now from the right side of Colin Bresnahan. Face off won by Stevenson. As Loyola needing to start a rush here, Stevenson's going to keep it in. Stevenson looking out in front, and it goes wide. As out to the right side is moving it on the boards. As up top, fired on it, blocked in front. Out to the left side, it's going to be Padula. Now it's Hill. Hill clearing it out and down into the neutral zone. As 14:45 is what we have left here. As Loyola needs to get something started here. If they can't score in the coming minutes, this one could be over. Loyola needing something, just something. Stevenson moves it in the neutral zone. Back to the left side, poke check, it was Salatis. Salatis was offside. From the left neutral zone, closest to Colin Bresnahan. Jarosz wins it. Ian Jarosz trying to start a rush for Loyola. All right, it's cleared out and in. Behind the net contention, Joe Baker looking, fired on that, puck is loose. And it's going to be Burke. Burke back door, fired again. Scores! Loyola's within one. As it was Gavin Burke with a beauty. And Loyola's within one with 13:54 remaining, baby. From center ice, the Hounds trail one. We have some late game drama in Reisterstown. Face-off one. Chow widens out. Now back in the neutral zone, Burke as Jarosz was offsides and there was no call. Now what? Now they'll call a late offsides. What? A double whistle for some reason, as the referee felt special to blow it twice. Face-off coming up from the right neutral zone closest to the goaltender of Stevenson. Jarose and Burke still on. Face-off won by Jarose, taken away by Stevenson. Puck is thrown all the way up in the air. Takes a weird bounce out to the bottom right corner. Here comes Sola. Now it's going to be Baker. Baker on the boards, looking as a hit is laid. Here comes Chow. Chow on the near boards, throws it down, gets checked in the face as it goes behind the net of Cunningham. Looking up top, intercepted, and penalty upcoming on Ian Jarose. Or it was Ian Collins, actually. Two minutes for Ian Collins from the left side of Bresnahan. One by DiGiovanni. The kill begins, and it's out of the zone. A race for it will be Matthew Hill, as eyeing for the tying goal is the Hounds. Stevenson from the left. Cleared back down and in. Chasing is Doherty. Doherty contested by Hill. Hill on the far left wing boards. Looking for it in front, not able to land. Stevenson trying to move it down. It's out of the zone and a race for it. It's Luis DiGiovanni trying to beat a man there, not able to. Puck's out of the zone. By a pass by the goaltender, cleared all the way back down and in with 12:28 remaining in this third period of play. 1:15 remains on the power play. And Snow gets hit on the near boards as the Loyola fans on their feet yelling for Chow. A minute remains on this Ian Collins penalty. Loyola trying to tie it up. Intercepted in the neutral zone, taken away by Stevenson. Stevenson walks in, slows it down, intercepted by Loyola. Huge hit on the boards by Doherty. Out of the zone. 40 seconds remain. Snow mishandles it. Given away to Padula. Off will be called. With 36 seconds left on the Chow penalty, not power play, but Chow tends to take many penalties, as he did punch someone earlier, but got away with it somehow. Very respect towards Chow. It's my guy right there. From the left neutral zone closest to Bresnahan, won by Stevenson. 30 seconds remain on this power play. Moves down and in. Fires, and a nice block. Offsides is called again. From the left neutral zone, face-off won by Stevenson. He's still in the neutral zone with 20 seconds left. Intercepted. It's Ian Jarose. Short-handed breakaway. Oh, no! It's put away by Cunningham. Puck is still loose. A net scramble behind the net. And Jarose gets shoved to the ground, and it's back in the neutral zone. Power play will come to an end, and Loyola will be back on the 5-on-5. Trying to tie with 11 minutes remaining. Back to the right side, move to the left. Cleared into the neutral zone. Some late game drama here. From the right side, walks in slowly, dangles, intercepted. Here comes Padula, building a rush for the Hounds. Padula winding down for the point, fires, and it goes off the boards. And on that, behind that, puck is loose, out in front, oh, and Hill mishandles it. Puck is loose, huge hit. And the neutral zone penalty could have been called on Fagan, but That's Jack Fagan for you, baby. Back to the right side of Bresnahan. 10:30 remains in the third. Looking out in the neutral zone, intercepted by Stevenson. Wearing their cream jerseys against the black-on-black Stevenson, black-on-black Loyola. Padula moves it in the neutral zone as the Loyola fans still yelling for Chow, even though he's not on the ice. Back to the right side, contested by Grant Keller. Keller moves it all the way out and around, intercepted by Loyola. It's Fagan, walking in, fires, saved and kicks off. Big chance for Jack Fagan to tie the game there. Great defensive stop, but it's back into the neutral zone. Slowing it down out for Gavin Burke, who scored the third goal in this one. Trailing one with 9:40 remaining. Out back in the neutral zone. A race for it, and Bresnahan's on it. Oh, and he slides right in to Colin Bresnahan. That should be a penalty. I don't know what they'll see. Are they going to call him for it? As he's pointing to a couple of old players, is it going to be 4-on-4? Face-off coming up from the left of Brest. Face-off won by Loyola. Out DiGiovanni with Sola. Racing down and in from the right. Cleared up top. Fired on that, blocked in front, tipped and goes wide. Another net scramble as it goes wide again. Loyola trying to start their own rushes. Pass on the boards. Here comes Matthew Hill. Hill, the freshman, who scored 4 goals in his first game as an Ice Hound. That was against Westchester when Loyola went up 5-2 and blew the lead, then lost 11-7. Huge shots late, and we got a lot of pushing and shoving. This will definitely be a penalty as there's a fight in Reisterstown. Gavin Burke and some late pushing and shoving. Colin Bresnahan gets annihilated. Sticks are all over the place. It's like UFC in here. Bird looks like he's heading to the box. But same as the Stevenson player. What are they going to call? And it looks like Bird will be heading to the locker room after winning a fight. What are the referees going to call it, though? Can Matthew Hill have another late game goal in his stick? Or will Loyola do what they do best against Stevenson? I think everyone here is praying for a comeback, especially me. It's a crucial game for playoff seeding. If Loyola wins, they go 2-0 in the league. I got to give props to Stevenson again. This playlist is amazing. 9:02 remains in the third. The referee's still discussing what they're going to be giving Aiden Bird. But it looks like there's also a Stevenson player in the box. Will it be 4-on-4? Will someone have a power play? I don't know, but I don't know what I feel. I feel Matthew Hill scoring his 6th goal. I don't even know if it's 6. It would either be his 6th or 7th goal this season. What are they going to call? They're discussing. Will Loyola go on the advantage? Or will it just be 5-on-5? And Aiden Bird gets called for a 5-minute major. That's real bad. Bird gets called for a 5-minute major and a game misconduct, but it's going to be 4-on-4.
for about 2 minutes. If Loyola could score here to tie it before the power play starts for Stevenson. Here we go. From the right neutral zone closest to Breslahan. Face off won by the Hounds. A lot of ice to play with because it's 4-on-4 hockey. Doherty trying to do it himself down the far right boards. Quinn Doherty moves in, slows it down, clears it down. Padula chases. 140 remains on this two-man, or not two-man, this two-man penalty really. It's 4-on-4. Puck behind the net for Stevenson. 130 remains. Down in the neutral zone. Contention both ways as he mishandles it. 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute 20. Luigi DG will contest. Out to the right side. Contested by Padula. Goes behind the net. Intercepted. Out, huge hit by pads on the boards as Padula contests. Looking in the neutral zone, a tip. And it's cleared all the way down. Icing should not be called. As DiGiovanni contests. Out and around 50 seconds as Loyola forces a turnover. Looking up top, one-timer. Oh, and the chance goes wide. Trying to tie the game. Burke keeps it in. Burke from the boards. Slows it down as he's pushed and shoved left and right. 30 seconds left on this man advantage, or not even, it's just 4-on-4. And it seems to be ending soon. DG in the neutral zone. Opportunity for Stevenson. As nice defense. DG needs to turn around. 14 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Looking wide. It's going to be Burke who clears it down and in. 4-on-4 will come to an end. And Stevenson will go on the man advantage. Behind the net, it's going to be Liam Roseman here. Out in front, puck is loose. And the net comes unlodged. Two seconds left on 4-on-4 hockey from the left side of Cunningham. Face off, won by Loyola, out in front, a chance, and it kicks off wide. It was Giroux again, as now the power play begins for Stevenson. Looking out. Stevenson from the right, down low behind the net as trying to get it out. It's going to be number 2, Warrington on the boards. All the way up top of the captain, fire net blocked in front. As goes to the right side, here comes Matt DeLuca. DeLuca kicks it up for Giroux. Giroux from the right, fires, and it goes wide and up above the net with 2:20 remaining on this 5-minute major. Gave in to Aiden Bird, who also got a game misconduct. 6:16 left in this third period of play. Loyola trails 1. Hoping for a late game miracle. From the left side, it's Solidus. Gets hit to the ground. Puck is still loose all the way up top to the point up. Now the right side. Almost given away as it's cleared down. This reminds me of last year's game where Frank Pirone scored shorthanded to tie the game out in front. Puck is loose and it's behind the net and cleared out and about. 140 remains on the 5-minute major. This does remind me of the game last year where Frank Pirone tied it with just 3 minutes remaining, but Loyola went on to give up a goal in the final minute to lose their playoff spot. Out now, Spladis has a huge hit after the save by Bresnahan with 1:18 left on Stevenson's man advantage. 5:20 left in the third period. Loyola needing it now. From the left side, Chow on the faceoff. Won by Stevenson. Out to the top point. Fired on net. Oh, a nice save by Bresnahan. Padula can't get it out of the zone, and now it's out of the zone by Matthew Hill. A minute remains on their power play. Hill chases. Hill, the guy who scored 4 in his first game as a Hound, and then scored 3 games straight, is now from behind the net. I mean, they are missing one of their key offensive players, Frank Pirone. And of course, Cooper Zalotowski's abroad with Matt Bauer. Puck's good all the way down and in. 30 seconds left on this advantage for Stevenson. Huge hit on the boards. Padula gets laid out. But contention. Great contention here as they keep it on the boards, trying to kill the penalty. DG gets checked to the ground, and it's out of the zone. 18 seconds. What a kill for Loyola. As the power play winding down, Jameson clears it down, then the power play will come to an end as it's crunch time with 4 minutes left to play. Loyola trailing 1. Neither the tie goal, and did they just call too many men on the ice penalty? No, they didn't. No. No. I'm confused what the stoppage is. What are they calling? .359 remains in the third. From the left side of Bresnahan, face off won by Loyola. And they get it out of the zone as it was a penalty given for too many men on the ice. What a terrible call. Horrendous call, actually. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a worse call in my life. Out to the right side, they go cross ice. It's given away as Giroux's barely having his tape on his back anymore. Out on the near boards, 1:20 remains on this power play chance for Stevenson. They've had 3 of them tonight. Out up top, now down low, slowing it down. On the right side, about a minute remains on their chance here. Back up top. All the way to the left side, one-timer saved, backdoor chance, and he whiffs! Another chance, puck's loose, out of the zone, and it will get out! Completely whiffs back door. What a chance, but it looked like Ryan Strome in the Eastern Conference Finals for the New York Rangers. Wow, an open net, and he just missed. What just happened? Behind the net looking, wraps around, and it's kept in by Warrington. On the near boards, 38 seconds remain. Doherty slows it down. Now for Pads. Pads on the near boards. Padula with a beautiful move. It's Padula breaking through. Fires. Oh, it gets stopped and kicks away. Puck's behind the net. 20 seconds left. As about 2 minutes remain in this one. Loyola eyeing for their late tying goal for the Miracle. 11 seconds on the power play. Out fires, goal, and scores. This one may be over. On the power play with 2:06 remaining. That one hurts. Now it's a real miracle if they can pull this off. 2:06 remains. We hope for the best. I mean, this is one of the biggest games of the season, as they've lost basically 2 to 3 straight and needing to get back in the win column. Back out, cleared down. 1:40 remains. Loyola needing to force a turnover, not able to. They should be contesting the puck, not letting them pass it down and in. As it's fired on net, tipped in front. Puck is loose. And, geez, it's fired on net wide again. This isn't the Loyola Ice Hounds hockey that I usually know of. There's another chance for Stevenson in the slot, taken away by the Hounds and poked out of the zone. A minute 16 remains, as I do feel with all the contention happening earlier, there could be a little scuffle at the end of this game. 1:05 remains. Breslahan will be pulled. Loyola's chances were clear. They just needed to score on the 5-minute major, but they couldn't. Every year they play Stevenson, every year they get a 5-minute major, and every year they can't score on it. Same thing happened in the playoff clinching game last year, where Loyola had a 5-minute major to take a 2-goal lead and couldn't bury. Loyola needs a goal now, and then another. That's a lot to ask for. This would be the greatest comeback in Loyola history if pulled off. You can only hope an empty net goal would be the dagger. 1:05 remains. They need 2. 5-3 is the score. Stevenson in front. This is for the game. From the left, it will be Luigi DG on the faceoff. Won by Loyola up top for Doherty. Doherty fired on it, tip, puck is loose, and saved by Cunningham. It was simple. Loyola has not been able to score on the power play at all recently. And really the power play is when you need to score. They dish the puck too much instead of taking the chances that they have. They try to set up the perfect shot instead of finding the shots on net. Face-off one up top for Hill, fired on net. Down low goes wide. And with 50 seconds left, Loyola really needs one now. Looking cross ice for Hill, it won't even land. It's on the near boards up top. Doherty fires it down low and saved as. Is it a penalty on Loyola or Stevenson? And I guess it was offside. 41.9 remains. And it's not looking good. Won by Loyola, it's DeLuca. Huge hit on the boards. Out to the left side. Slowing it down out behind the net. Was going to wrap around but faked it. Looking up top. Doherty one-timer. And his stick breaks. Down low. As with 22 seconds left. This one will most likely be over. It's Padula up top. Cross ice. Won't land. 13 seconds. Out of the neutral zone. Padula up top. Cross to the right wing. It's not going to do anything with 7 seconds left. And this one will be over. Fired on net and saved. It's over. Every year in the most crucial game, Loyola falls short. 5-3. This one's going to hurt. Another tough loss for the Hounds as they move on to 4 straight losses. Loyola needs to pull off some miracles of any sort, as this one will be over from Reisterstown. The final 5-3. Oh, and we got some pushing and shoving. There's a fight after the game. And, oh, we got another at center ice. They're just going at it. What is going on? There will be players suspended. They're still going at it. This is not a good look for both teams, as Ian Collins nothing they can do about it, as the final 5-3 for Reisterstown, Maryland. I am Aviv Glazer signing off from Reisterstown, Maryland. The final 5-3.